What's up, Inkie peeps? It's Adele from Inkie Quill, and today I have a little haul experimentation tutorial video to show you today. We're going to play with a new product that I haven't used before, that I don't really know how to use, and we're going to see what I can do with it. So I went to, hang on, sorry for the bag noise. I managed to find some of the Jane Davenport goodies in my local art shop, which is Riot Art and Craft. No sponsored, bought these with my own money, but I really want to use them and I want to show you what they're like. I've been watching videos on since her first release. I think she's done, yeah, so she's just done a second release. Jane Davenport is also an Aussie. I've never met her. She lives not near me, but she does a lot of art journaling stuff, and she does have great videos. She has very expensive classes on her website that I have been tempted to do one of, but they're just too pricey for me at the moment. And I have been lusting over these Mermaid markers for a long time, but they were expensive. So they were $60 or $70. Are they 70? I think they might have been $70. They were either 59 or 69. And I decided to treat myself because I wanted to experiment with them with you guys and see what I could do with them. So I bought the original pack of 12, and you can see all of the beautiful colors. And then she's just come out with some smaller packs, and I got this one called Celestial Sky. And the thing that really annoyed me is that it doesn't actually, like, it's got the colors on the pen tops, but it doesn't actually have, like, you would think that it would have color swatches on it. So it's a black, gold, silver, and a white. And I feel like they might be metallic-y. That's the feel I get. I also got these paint over pens that I've heard a lot of people loving. They're paint pens that are in white, cream, turquoise and pink, so they're very me colours. I got these because I thought they'd be handy for my traveller's notebook. They're rub-ons, but they're paint swatches, so I thought they'd be fun. And I got her paper pad, which is beautiful. And this is great to get if you like the look of mixed media stuff, but don't want to do it or don't have the supplies to do it. Her paper pad is all mixed media-y, so you can use this as backgrounds in scrapbooking. You could cut these out to make Project Life cards. You can use them in art journaling. You could cut that out and use that as an image in your art journaling. And yeah, so that, I think that was 20. These were $7 or $8. These were maybe 14. I'm just guesstimating on what I can remember. Yeah, about $14. These I think were 34, I believe, and then these were either 60 or 70. So very pricey, but I've been saving up a little bit of pocket money, and I had some Christmas money left over that I got for presents, so I decided to buy myself some things. So what we're going to do first of all is I've got my Dina Wakley art journal, which I've been coming along with. I've got, this page is up on my Let's Get Inkie YouTube channel, and another one just went up there. Where is that one? Where are you? Here you are. There you go. And that one just went up on my YouTube as well. So I'm just going to find a white page. And I haven't done anything to this paper. It's not gessoed, it's not nothinged. Or should I risk it? Maybe I won't risk it, because I just don't know if they're going to bleed through. Here we go. Here's a page that doesn't have anything on the other sides, so I can be risky. So what I'm going to do first of all, they have a green, I watched a couple of YouTube videos of them, so I know a couple of ways you can use them. The thing is, they're like water brush pens like this, filled with ink. So they are water reactive, they're not permanent. So if you put them on a page and then put water over the top, or like matte gel medium over the top, anything liquidy, they're going to react. So heed that warning in case you do something to them. Actually, I should probably take a photo of the thumbnail first. Hang on, we might put this back in the packaging. I'm gonna take a quick thumbnail pic and then I'll be back. All right, took a quick thumbnail, which I may not even use. And now we're back. So I'm gonna grab these out of the packet. Out you come. Now I won't keep them in this packaging because packaging like this really annoys me. I'll just put them in a cup, I think. It comes with a little papery bit. Tips. They're filled with vibrant dye-based, non-light fast, water-soluble ink. Wow. Once empty, fill them with water and use them as a water brush. Now to begin, you've got to unscrew the pen top. Yes. And remove the disposable yellow ring. Okay. And then you can hear it kind of like cracks and pierces through the top. So that's how you get them ready to use. And if they become misshapen, submerge it in hot water for 1 to 2 minutes and reshape. Store with brush tip up. All right. So let's get these beauties open. So take out that bit, chuck it out, and then you can hear the crack. Ready? Oh, it's not going to do it this time, of course. I might pause the camera and then do all of these ones and I'll be back. Alright, I've unscrewed all of those ones and I did the other ones, but we'll do those after these. And so I've got my book. I'm just going to check that it's the right way up. Yep. Because I've done that before. So there's 12 of these and 4 of those. So I've got 16 to play with. So I could do... Oh, let's be a bit artsy. Should we do just... We can do them smack bang in the middle. Let's go smack bang in the middle. So I'm going to just draw some really rough, very rough, square-ish kind of shapes. And we're going to do some paint swatches. Well, ink swatches. Now, I will let you know a couple of the other techniques that I have seen that I won't be trying. Because it is just ink, you can mix it with... Oh, I wanted to write their names on there. This is what I did when I did the swatch video the first time. Okay, do you know what? We can cover that page up another time. It's all good. And it's like nothing ever happened. I'll come back to that another time. I'm going to pause the camera and do the squares and write the names underneath, because I think I have to draw the square, write the name, draw the square, write the name, so that I don't lose track of where I'm going. And then we'll do some swatches. Alrighty, so they've all been done. I've put them in a bit of a colour order over here. Let's move you over a bit, and I might even zoom you in. There we go, so you can see them a bit better. Now, probably not a great colour for me to start on, but you squeeze it a little bit and you can see that colour floods down. Now the brush tips are very, very firm to start off with, but it's just, oh, they're fun. That's going to be fun. Yeah, so like I was saying, it's basically just ink and a paintbrush. You could probably make these yourself by just using water brushes and filling them with your own ink. I wanted to try out her colours because they seemed really, really vibrant. I'm not going to use these for techniques that I could just use something like this. So you could add a bit of this ink to modelling paste, to create a coloured texture paste, I would prefer to use these because they're much cheaper for me to buy. And I can buy colours individually, whereas with these you can't buy them individually from my knowledge, not over here anyway. You could also add it to white paint or gesso to create like a paler coloured paint. There's lots of things that you could use them for that I would use other mediums for. So I'm going to kind of use these for drawing, for brush lettering, and for doing, really using that brush tip on the pen. So let's see if this works. So I'm going to do a bit of paint at the top here, and then get my paintbrush with some water and kind of smush it out. Now I can tell straight away that this paper is soaking up that colour. Is it bled through? And it's bled through, which is lucky that I didn't have something on the other side. I thought that might happen. So this, oh, that's a real shame. If I was to do this again, I would gesso the page first or use a different book, but we're here now. Let's keep going. So the next one, I'm kind of just going to get them moving just off the page. So this is like a dark green colour, and then while it's still wet, I'm going to quickly, oh, that is beautiful. That is gorgeous. That's like a greeny aqua colour. This one's called Byron Bay, which is the place where she lives. It's a really popular holiday destination here in Australia. It's up north, more north than I am. Very beachy, very kind of a little bit hippie, a little bit relaxed lifestyle. Oh dear. Excuse me. That colour is going to be used a lot. That's a really pretty turquoise colour. It's even bluer than what it looks here. So by adding the water, it's kind of lightening them a little bit. This one's called Blue Bottle. Do you guys have blue bottles at your beaches? Is it like, do they swim that far if you live in a different country? We have blue bottles, and they're these annoying sea creatures that wash up on the sand, or they swim in the ocean, but they often wash up on the sand, and they have a really long tentacle thing, and if you touch the tentacle, it stings you. So I've been lucky not to get stung by one before, but my friend had one. She was in the water and it wrapped its tentacle around her thigh, and she got stung all up her leg. Not pleasant. But yeah, our blue bottles are another, like, do you have them in English beaches or Canadian? Does Canada have beaches? It has to. It has borders, doesn't it? I get so interested about the geography of other countries. I think it's because I've only been to Fiji once, and that one was deep sea, by the way, which is not the name I'd think of when I think of purple, but it kind of works. Ooh, that's already come through the nib. Yeah, I get really interested with other countries, like geography, I think, because I've only been to Fiji and I'm really bad at geography, so I don't really know information about other countries. So fill me in. Here's a challenge for you. Let me know in the comments below an interesting fact about your country. Something to widen my geography knowledge. This one is coral, which I have a feeling also will get a good use. Oh, that's pretty. That is, I can tell already, a really vibrant colour. If I had gesso, the ink wouldn't be soaking in as far. And see how these are very like definite dark light? If I'd used gesso, the ink would sit more on top of it because it's like a barrier between the ink and the paper, and it would just be a slow gradient. I'll show you. I'll put a bit of gesso over here and I'll show you in a little bit. This one's called Starfish, which also looks like it's up my alley. Come on. There we go. Oh, we got a little bit more on there. They're really nice and long, I will say that. Oh, that is beautiful. That is a gorgeous colour. That's like a hot pink. Reminds me of bubblegum pink in the Dilutions. Next up we have lobster. I'm really looking forward to trying some brush lettering with these. I don't know if it will work. That's a lovely red. And then this one's called Pirate's Gold. Not sure if it's orangey or yellowy. I don't know if there's other stores here in Oz that carry these products in store. I know you can buy them through the Jane Davenport website, but you'll have to pay shipping and all of that. And then in America, I think they're available in the Michaels stores. This would be a great colour if you're looking at doing some light-skinned faces. That's very light. And then Reef, which I don't know, Reef I think of, well, I guess I think of brown, like with rocks and stuff, but Reef I'd think of as red. It's funny how we have different connotations for different colour, like different words. Like lobster, obviously you think of red. But yeah, it's just interesting how we have different thoughts. So next up are the Celestial Sky small pack, and she said to shake them for 30 seconds. So I'm going to cheat and do all of them at once. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your not hidey shine. Shake your not hidey shine. And they do, these ones you didn't have to shake because it's just straight watery ink. But these do have a little bit of a glimmer or something special in them. Come on. Has it been 30 seconds yet? Maybe. Alright, let's try this one. Whoa, okay. We should have probably shaken them before we took out the green thing. That is beautiful. That one's called Black Hole, and it's got a really beautiful glimmer to it. Oh, and now my caps are full of ink. Okay, so don't do what I did. Shake them before you take the yellow bit off, because now my cap is full of ink and that's falling off too. Everything is breaking. I was interested with I basically bought it for the gold. Yeah, I think I'd have to wait for it to dry, but it looks nice. This one is Meteorite. Oh God, okay, the lids are full. We might have to pour that in my Use It Up journal. That one is very pretty. And the last one is Moonbeam, which is very similar to this one, but a bit paler. Well, they look nice. What I'm going to do is grab my Use It Up journal and pour my mistakes. There's ink everywhere. Pour my mistakes onto here. Oh, that is rather pretty. And then I wonder if I got my paintbrush. See, it makes a big difference if you gesso. I haven't gessoed this page either. It is blending out. I wonder if I used mixed media, watercolor paper. That might help as well. They are pretty. It's a big difference when they dry. And the gold, whoops, which is breaking. Okay, there's lots of gold in there. Smush that around. Smushy, smushy, smushy. I'm going to leave one part a bit thicker and see what effect that has. That keeps coming off though, which is rather annoying. I'm going to try and blend out a bit of the gold and then the black. Oh, okay, the black is going. The black has a lot in it. Whoopsies. Okay, so far the black's my favourite, which is surprising. It's not what I was expecting. Like, I didn't expect the black to be my favourite. But you can see that they do have a really nice shimmer to them. The gold isn't as shimmery as I had hoped, but I'll have a play around with it. I'm not judging it yet. I'm going to set that to the side to dry and we'll come back to it in a bit. I'm actually going to gesso this page, so I'm going to gesso it, dry it with my heat gun, and then we'll do some playing, I think. Alrighty, I have gessoed and I used her face stamp from her first release to stamp some girls, and I used Stays On black ink, which is permanent. That's very important. If you use a non-permanent ink, it will smush. Now you can see when I put the gesso down, I did have a splodge of that black paint, I think it was, and it went everywhere, but we're just going to roll with it because this girl's going to have some dark hair. I'll give you a little look. You can really see the glimmer. The gold isn't really shimmering, and I'm wondering if it's the paper. This silver is popping, but yeah, this one and this one, they're not glimmering, so might need to shake it more, but I'm not brave enough to do that. So we'll see what happens. So first up, oh, I'm a bit nervous. All right, let's start with the dark haired girl, and I think I'm going to use Jellyfish, Deep Sea, Meteorite, and Black Hole. So always start off, whenever you do anything, well, not whenever, but it does help to start off with the lightest colour, because you can't come back, and I'm doing Jane's, like, you know, her, oh, they are nice, and you can, oh, sorry. Tangent. Always start with the light color because it's a lot easier to delete lighter color, whereas if you start with the darker color, it is harder to cover it up. I should probably get a smaller paintbrush. That would also help. Let's go with this one. I probably also should clean my water. Now, with the gesso on, it is spreading slightly easier, I guess, maybe. She looks a bit like a troll doll. The thing I really love, and because this is wet, this is going to bleed beautifully. The thing I love about these is that I can get a really fine stroke. Okay. I think I just don't like this paper. Let's be honest. For this type of thing, I just don't think it. Oh, she's getting a bit of a crazy rocker hairdo here. This is not going to plan. I'm going to blast it with the heat gun. All right, we can fix this. I've got the Meteorite. Oh, hello. Hello, Meteorite. You are beautiful, and I don't really like silver, so, like, guys, I'm not really paying attention to my hair strokes. I'm pretty hypnotized by the paint, I will admit. Let's try a touch of Black Hole. Oh, that's very pretty. Okay. she has a crazy hairdo. Let's see if we can do a a more natural hairdo. Let's do her hair going down, and I'm going to make her the pinks, the red and the gold. So I'm going to start with coral. So like I've said before, I obviously am not good at people. It's something I'm working on. So we're working on it together. And then I'm going to add some water, and this is kind of, yeah, this is moving a lot better, but I am going to try after this. I'm going to try it on different paper because her hair is getting more and more Dolly Parton-esque as we go, but I just can't stop. Alright, now I'm going to try, I know I should wait for it to dry, but I'm impatient, like that. Oops, went down a bit too far there, but that's okay. I'm going to watch some of Jane's videos too, and I have her book. I should revisit. Whoa, okay, I squeezed that too far. That's okay. You make it work. You make it work. She just might be a bit more of a redhead than I expected. And then I think I'm going to dry it before I add the gold. Alright, let's see if I can... Oh, okay. I do like the gold on the red. It is very pretty. Oh, we'll see how that dries. I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not liking this page at the moment, guys. But that's alright. We don't have to love everything we do. She is going to be green. Like, not green, but like greeny blue. Now Jane does her hair like that. Oh, we pressed it a lot. We pressed it a lot. And it's quite dark while it's still wet. Oh, that's moving beautifully. If you can hear Archie in the background, Aaron's putting him to bed and he's not too happy about it. Okay, I haven't dried it all the way, but I've dried it a little bit. Add a little bit of the blue. Okay, so this girl so far is my fave. I do have to, I should pull out her book now. Because Jane Davenport has a book about, it's called Beautiful Faces, and it's all about drawing faces. These do take a little bit of time getting used to. That blue colour is just, is it the Byron Bay? Yeah. It's just gorgeous. Alright. And then I feel like this girl we should kind of make yellowy. There is only one yellow, which is, I guess we can use the beach one. Maybe some gold, perhaps. I'll start with the palest now. Where's your hair going, love? Where should it be going? Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, I'm not big on drawing people. I find it very difficult. And it is something that I do want to try and experiment with. I do have a whole, oh, my water's dirty. I do have a whole art journal for faces, but I haven't pulled it out for a long time. Oh dear, we have a gold mudslide. It's okay, let the mud slide. Oh, it is pouring out of here. Oh, and that stupid clip won't stay on. Okay, the golden eye, I thought we're going to be best friends, but we're not. We're not on the same path, I don't think. Okay, guys, I'm going to be honest. I'm not loving this page. I'm just not. So I think what I'm going to do is put this to the side and grab my Use It Up journal and see if that paper is any different. Oops. So this is still not dry. I'm just going to chuck a piece of baking paper in there and come back to it later. So let's see if there's... Is there a blank page with gesso? No. I don't think I have any blank pages with gesso. Sorry about this, peeps. This is what happens in real-time videos. Alright, I'm going to just try doing some brush lettering. So let's just write. Is there a page that already, I feel like I should already have a bit of a background on there. Let's try with the red. I might say, hello lovely. Let's give this a go. Sorry, can't talk and write. They are very smooth. Hello. Oops. Now I'm used to doing brush lettering with pens. So I'm not used to the... I've probably only done brush lettering with a paintbrush a handful of times. I think with some practice I would really enjoy that. And it dry, like that's basically dry, which is nice. Surely there must be a half finished page in here that I can... I want to do the blue. Oh, do you know what we could do here? See, this is something that you could do, but I feel like you could also do with just like mists and stuff. I feel like this is kind of wasting it a little bit, but I do like a simple spray. It's gone right into the crease. And see, this page hasn't been gessoed because you can see that ink is just soaked straight through. So that was a fail, but that's what the Use It Up journal is all about. It's about practicing. I think I could really start to love brush lettering with these. Just not on this paper. You can see here how, let's see if I can focus it on there, how it's all bled. You see up there, it's all fluffy. I'm going to grab watercolour paper. Let's try that. And I know Jane has her own journals, which I haven't seen in this shop. I kind of want to feel them before I buy one, I think. But I'd be interested to see how they react on her paper. Alright, I've grabbed this paper. It's the Fabriano watercolour hot press 300 GM, 140 pounds in the small size. They do get very ink heavy at the end. You've got to kind of be a little bit careful. What should I write? Let's try Inkie Quill. That's better. Oops. That's a lot better. And I really like how thin you can get the strokes. I don't think I've ever brush leaded Inkie Quill. And I know there's all sorts of things you can do by, hang on, we'll try it next. That is so much better than that. So much better. So you can see, I'll show you a bit of a comparison. Everything's smooth, there's no fuzzies, and the colour is much nicer as well. So this time I'm going to try something that I've seen people do, so it could be a fail, but I might use these ones. These two I can tell already they're going to get used up. Or should I do... Ooh, I could try pink to blue. Yeah, let's try that. Might not work, but let's give it a go. Okay, so if I start... Whoops. And then you can keep going and blend it in with the next. Oh, that was bad because I did it on the side. So I'm used to using pens on the side. Yeah, so that I stuffed up that K. Oh, see, there's so much ink. Look at all of that. It's just sitting in there. You can kind of like blend it a bit. Now I have ink on my fingers. And blend it with that one. I might get my paintbrush and just kind of blend it a little bit. That one's kind of blending quite nicely anyway. That's pretty cool if I didn't stuff up the K and I remembered to dot my I. Okay, now I want to try what the colours look like on here. So if I do the gold, oh, that thing's just going to keep falling off. And then brush it out. Ooh, okay. Let's try, which colour wasn't I happy with? The red. I feel like the red on that other page really didn't, yeah, see this actually looks red. Whereas the other one did not. So see how watercolour paper also isn't as absorbent as that, whatever paper is in that Dina Wakley one, it's weird. I don't like it. Yeah, it's very strange paper. It's just too absorbent. Whereas the watercolour paper has, it's not made for sucking up the watercolour. You're meant to have it sit on there. What colour is that? Oh, it's a bit of blue. Oh, there we go. Let's try that black. Is that the black? Yep. Oh, that's beautiful. See, by using brush pens, it's just a completely different. I was trying to do bouncy writing, but that failed. And I smushed in this. So let's just change it to one big black square. Oh, but that colour is amazing. So here's my little, tip or trick. If you're looking to try these out, that Celestial pack, the small pack, is really, really nice. I think that they're going to take a bit more getting used to, but I'm going to have a play around with them, and I'll include them in some future, process videos and such. But I do really like them. It's just the paper. You've got to have the right paper for them. If you do have the Jane Davenport, let's try and do a flower quickly. If you do have the Jane Davenport journal, let me know what you think of it, because do the inks sit nicer on it? I'd really love to know, because if it's worth getting, if you think it's worth getting, I'll see if I can find, I'll probably have to buy it online, I think. I'm going to let that dry for a moment. Let's try and do a leaf without touching the pink, because pink and green are not friends when it comes to being wet colours together at all. Oh, I've done it. I did exactly what I didn't want to do. Oh dear. See if we can fix it up. They are fun to use into wet though, I must say. And the good thing is, because they're a paintbrush, you don't have to worry about wrecking the nib of the, like, it's not like you're going to wreck a nib of the pen, which is a nice difference, because I do tend to go through a lot of paint pens that way. Yeah, I think I just have to have a play around. I'm going to dry this and then maybe do some detail on it. I'll zoom you in. Alright, let's zoom you in a bit. Zoomy, zoomy, zoom. I really do wish though that there was a plain black. There's the brown, but I wish there was a non-shimmery black, because I'm going to try this and probably, well, it does look quite black though, I guess. I'm going for a loose flower outline. I should have started at the center of the flower, not the outside. There we go. And then just do some loose leaf outlines. They are fun to like do these sketchy kind of lines with. I don't mind that. It needs, she did say you can lift off the colour because they're water soluble, so if this is a mistake to do this, Adele, while the while the brown is still wet. Ah, you can. So you can lift off. I should get a smaller paintbrush again, but do as I say, peeps, not as I actually do. A cotton bud would be really handy for this, or a Q-tip, as you guys in the States call them. Smudge the brown, knew that was going to happen. Let's add, now look, can you see there is actually, oh, there was a bubble of ink left on these, so definitely store these brush tip up, otherwise it will just pour out. I've just got them lying down on my table at the moment, but they seem to be very excited in coming out of the bottles. The brush pens, I mean. Oh no, we shouldn't have added red. No, we don't need to add red, Adele. Let's just dot that away. Oh, it kind of looks cute when it's blotted. Alright peeps, I think I'm going to back away now. I may do, should we quickly do, I feel like we should quickly do the ink swatches on a piece of this just to see the difference. Alright, I might draw that up and we'll quickly do it. Alright, before we finish up for the day, we're going to try this one more time on the watercolour paper with clean water, and I think we're going to get some different results. I'm going to start with the seaweed, and you can see with this watercolour paper it doesn't soak through right away. So there we go, that's what I wanted. See that gradual colour? Very different on this paper. Alright, Siren, is this one? Oh, the ink, has anyone else got these and has issues with the ink just like pouring out of them? I didn't squeeze it at all then, and the ink was just ready to go. Alright, next up, Byron Bay. And I also have ink everywhere. Oh, that is pretty. That is very pretty. Blue Bottle. Blue Bottle is a lot, I feel like it's darker than the packaging. Yeah, I do feel like it's darker. Deep Sea, the purple. Let's see what that one looks like. Very nice. And what's the name of that paint? Is it Patone? Patone? I think it's Patone. The colour of the year is purple. So I guarantee we are start to see more purple in scrapbooking supplies and in like craft supplies and decor in general. I think we'll see a lot more of it this year. That's better. That's much better. God, the colours look so much better. Where's the pink? Here. So we've got Starfish, which if I ever ran across a starfish that colour, I would be snapping a photo of that straight away. So bright. Then Lobster. Whoops. They are quite, this could definitely be down to user error, but I find that they are a little more messier than I thought. I do really like them. I think they're very different to what I'm used to, and like any supply that's new and out of your comfort zone, they will take a bit of getting used to, I think. And I will befriend the gold. Alright, so there's Beach, and then Reef, which did surprise me using it on that flower. It does look very black when you use it very thinly. I'm just going to do this. Instead of shaking them, just see if that kind of mixes the colour around a little bit. I've never been one for like metallic pens really. I'm not a huge silver fan. Come on gold, it's your time to shine. I've never been a huge silver fan. Like I always wear gold jewellery, or I just like gold better. Sorry silver. But this meteorite I think is one of my favourite colours out of the whole lot. try it. It's just so, just pops, absolutely pops. And then the last one is the Moonbeam, which also, it disappointed me in the other journal, so maybe I need to give this one a bit more of a shake with the shimmer. Looks very shaken up. Just doesn't seem as shimmery as the other ones. Doesn't seem as shimmery, sorry, as the Meteorite. Alrighty. They're looking pretty cute. I'm going to dry them and then I'll show you them close up. They're all dry. Overall, I'm much happier with them on this paper. I just used the back of this little tester and I'll give you a closer look of them. Byron Bay, without doubt, is my favourite, probably followed by Meteorite and Starfish. Now with these metallic ones, I did an extra corner that was really, really inky. And I don't know, the Meteorite looks great. The black looks pretty good, but the gold, it's only one little spot. And I think Moonbeam isn't metallic at all. I think I've come to the conclusion it's not metallic. So overall, if you can buy them separately, which I don't think you can, Byron Bay is a must. And they're fun to play around with. Look, I love experimenting with new products and new, you know, techniques and things. I am going to keep practicing on my girls because this isn't the look I'm going for. I do think I'm going to colour it black and stick that over the top because look guys, we all have, whoops, let's zoom in the other way. We do have pages and projects that we don't like, and there's no point having something in a journal that you're going to hate every time you see it. So I think I'm going to colour it black, stick that over the top, and all will be right in the world, and it'll be all good. Because honestly, the time that took was not a lot of time. The amount of product that it took was not a lot of product, so I'm not really losing out on anything. And also this was just a tester, so if I want to try this again, I can always do it again. I've got a whole book to fill up, hopefully by June. We'll see how we go. So overall, here are my tips. Tip 1, do not shake the metallic ones once you've taken the little thingy off, which I'm pretty sure it said in the instructions, and if I'd followed them properly, I wouldn't have had the problem with the leaky lids. Step 2, check your paper before you use them. If you're using this really weird absorbent paper, you're going to get a very different look as to whether you use the watercolor paper. I know on camera they probably look quite similar, but these ones look very dull, very heavy, and these ones are just a lot brighter and you can tell the variation more. Like look at this green one, you can see all the different variants. It's just different. You might like this one, that's okay. I prefer this kind of brighter look. And tip 3, don't buy every pack. I think she's got another, it might be another 3 of these mini packs with the 4 of them in them. Get used to just a couple, like either the big pack or one of the small packs before you, and that goes the same with any type of medium, either mists or paints or watercolors. Just try a small sampling before you do purchase them, because they are expensive, especially over here when we haven't got you the lucky Michael's 50% off coupons that you guys use that I'm always jealous of. And I forgot to do the paint pens. Let's just really quickly, I know I was wrapping up, it'll only take a minute. Alright, I just want to see what these are like, what type of tip they've got. Does it say includes 1 medium point and 4 broad point, paint light, paint like ink for dark and light paper, archival safe, permanent, opaque ink, acid free. Okay. Oh, that is broad. Oh, it's just kind of like a, ooh, it's like a very opaque texture. If you can, I don't know if you can even see that. Might choose a different colour on a different person. Oh, they are really nice. I do like those. Let's see the white. I'm always wary of whites. It's pretty, but see, look, that just got pink on it because, of course, the pink goes through. I'm gonna have to play around with those as well, but I do like how they went on this. But then again, it's this paper. It could be. Let's try and do some of the pink on here. Oh, well, that's too dark, but okay, I'll play around with those a little bit more and I'll get back to you on them. But yes, I'm going to cover up the girls and I will try again soon. Please let me know in the comments below what mixed media videos you'd like to see from me. I have another new product that I haven't tested out before. It's a type of painty, inky stuff. So I'm going to try that probably in a few weeks over here on Patreon. And let me know if there's any particular things that you want to see more of. I know a lot of people ask for gelatos, so I will do a gelato video over here soon. But yeah, if there's any products that you have lying around in your stash that you aren't confident in using or don't know different ways to use them or the best like paper to pair with them, let me know and I'll see what I can work out. Alright guys, I'll see you all very, very soon. Bye!